I'd like to welcome Ramona Jan.
My story is called Welcome to Paradise. It was 1978, around midnight, and for the first time ever, I was about to go on stage at CBGB's. My band, Comateens, consisted of two people, myself on guitar and vocals, and Nick North on bass and vocals. We played original, angst-filled music to the backing of a drum machine we named Mini Pops. At the time, CBGB's was a Hells Angels bar. Therefore, most of the potential audience members were playing pinball and pool as far away from the stage as possible. Just before showtime, I had the urge to pee. The restrooms were behind the stage, past the dressing rooms and down a short flight of stairs. I flew past graffitied walls and into what looked like a washroom where rolls of toilet paper hung on ropes behind urinals, and to my horror, every door was missing from its stall. But there was an even bigger problem. I was wearing a leotard and tights. No skirt, no pants. I would have to peel the entire shebang down to the knees in order to perch on the toilet. This meant stark nakedness. Sitting on the thunderbox, pretending invisible, I remembered a totally random bit of advice from an old friend. If anyone ever walks in on you while you're sitting on the toilet, just smile and say, "Hey, drop in anytime." Punk rockers came and went, all of them, in a sense, walking in on me. Aside from drop in anytime, I added, "Glad to see you. I'll be done in a minute. I'm playing tonight. Hope you can stick around, and nice hair." A continued squat gave me the opportunity to reflect upon the very reason I was at CBGB's. There was never a plan. My musical expression was merely a cry for freedom, a rebellion against old and stale rules, an escape from suburbia and all that it stood for, especially the idea that you actually had to know how to play an instrument to be in a band. Which is why, perhaps, in stepping onto the stage, my heart started pumping faster than a Ramones song. I wanted to weep, but instead I held my breath and promised myself, if this doesn't work out, I'll never do it again. A Hells Angel shouted, "Raquel Welch." What? I thought, Raquel Welch? What's happening now? I looked around. Was she in the room? Was she behind me on stage? Why would she even be here? Wolf whistles and more shouts came from the angels of hell, apparently directed at me. Did I look like Raquel? No. I looked like a deer in the headlights as Nick counted off the first song. Music the gang of angels was sure not to understand or appreciate. 30 minutes later, to a deafening silence, we stepped off stage. Someone leaned over and whispered into my ear, "You know, the president of the Hells Angels is here." What? The Hells Angels have a president? Yeah, he's right over there. My 22-year-old self, lacking a fully developed frontal lobe and therefore a complete brain, walked right up to Sandy, yes, that was his name, and boldly asked, "What does the president of the Hells Angels do during the day?" "We shit, shower, and shave, same as you," he said. "Well, maybe not you," he added with a wink and a chuck under my chin. "Huh? A chin chuck? Really?" I smirked and walked away. I recently Googled Sandy, Hells Angels president, and found a 70s interview on YouTube with him and Geraldo. And yes, Sandy Alexander was, at the time, the president of the New York City chapter of Hells Angels. I didn't dream it. Back in the dressing room, Nick was elated. "We just played CB's," he crowed. "Yeah, I know. And now I'm best friends with the president of the Hells Angels. You never know when that might come in handy." It never did. Comatines would henceforth play CBGBs on a regular basis in preferred time slots. The missing bathroom doors and the club's general aroma, a tart mixture of urine, vomit, stale beer, and fresca, would from that point forward be better tolerated by me. The Hells Angels would eventually be asked by owner Hilly Crystal to find a new haunt, and they would leave peacefully. I would form and reform several bands, but never again would I wear a mere leotard to a rock club.